Hello, I'm Martin McConnell, Public Information Officer for Ascension Parish Government, and welcome to another one of our departmental profiles. And this month we are very pleased to welcome the management of the Lamar Dixon Expo Center. We have Mr. Kyle Rogers, who is the General Manager of Lamar Dixon, and we have Mr. Jazz Traylor, who is the Director of Sales and Marketing. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you, Martin.
Very glad to have you. Kyle, you have been there for a little more than a year, not quite a year and a half. And I think we've already started to see a lot of changes.
We have seen some tremendous growth in all areas, not just financially, but also our infrastructure is growing, our event calendar is growing, our reach to the community. It's been a tremendous 16 months. Very fun.
16 months already. Now, you were hired by President Kenny Matassa, and I guess he gave you a vision of Lamar Dixon, or how did this come to be? He
did. I sat down with President Matassa in March of 2016, and he let me know his vision of Lamar, what he wanted it to do, the role he wanted it to play in the economic impact of Ascension Parish, and the generator he saw it to be. And we shared a lot of vision, and moving forward from there, we just kind of, through a lot of hard work and a great team, we've realized some pretty great success.
Now, just a few months after you took over Lamar Dixon, you were kind of baptized by fire, I guess, with the great flood of August of 2016. And I wish you would share a little of that, because Lamar Dixon really is an emergency center or whatever.
We are, and baptized is the right word. The largest devastation to our community ever, I would say, hit us, and Lamar Dixon served as a sanctuary for those people to find resources, to find answers, to find comfort, not just the victims of the flood, but also the first responders, the national help that came through with FEMA and Red Cross, SBA. We found homes for those guys, for DSNAP, National Guard, Entergy, a lot of the other service providers found home out there, found a way to use that as a base camp to support the community, and we were very, very, very proud to be a part of that.
You did an outstanding job.
Thank
and I know Lamar Dixon received commendations from all around the state and nationally too. Lamar Dixon was recognized, Ascension Parish Government, for the response that we played in this disaster. But now you were well on your way to fulfilling that vision. You were putting together this your events, and you were getting things going when the flood kind of stopped everything. But you made a report to the Finance Committee recently that despite the flood and everything kind of being messed up there for a little while, your numbers are looking good.
Numbers are looking amazing. It's where it needs to be. And with the visitor enterprise support from the state, Lamar Dixon does not cost the Ascension Parish resident a single dime, not one. And that's for the first time ever in its existence, and that's pretty phenomenal.
So Lamar Dixon is paying for itself. You are a self-supporting enterprise.
We are.
Not to mention being an economic engine for other parts of the parish, because people come into events at Lamar Dixon and they...
Oh yeah, they are shopping in our stores, they're staying in our hotels, they're eating in our restaurants. It's a lot of them are, seeing that, hey, you know what, I can go out to Gonzales, I can go out to Ascension Parish and have a great time and see some great shows and not have to fight the traffic of downtown and not have to worry about parking and not have to worry about a lot of the things that are serious issues in our capital city. We don't have those problems here.
I know I was there with you. I was fortunate to be there with you. We were working on a large event that was looking to come from Baton Rouge, and they said, well, what about security and what about parking? Because those were all issues,
right,
major issues for them, and it was a non-event here.
It was a non-event, and more promoters are seeing that. And we've had over 15 shows now that have decided to move up the interstate and find a home here in Ascension Parish, and they've all had the same response. And wow, what an amazing, safe place, easy access, easy place to have a wonderful show.
And then we're working on the Eden-Bourne Parkway extension, and that's going to be an even nicer access, entrance and exit.
It will. And Lamar Dixon is actually, wow, it's Edenborn Connector is going to be huge for us, but it's going to be huge for the community in more than that way. From a life safety issue, being able to remove people from Lamar in and out efficiently. From an economic standpoint, I mean, we're opening up a mile corridor of commercial property now. We're opening up another exit off the interstate. Where we are a mile from 30, now we're a mile from 44 as well. There's not a doubt in my mind that 44's infrastructure will soon look a lot like 30's infrastructure, which will bring more tax revenue to our parish as well. That road was a no-brainer, and I was so proud of this administration for seeing it through.
Thank you. Yeah, we're glad that that's something that is really happening, and we hope to have that available in this fall, because we got some major events coming out there. You have assembled really a great staff. You put your team together. You are working together as a team, and I have to point to Jazz Traylor here sitting next to you, the Director of Sales and Marketing. Jazz, you're the guy who puts a lot of these things together. You know what's happening at Lamar Dixon.
If it's happening at Lamar Dixon, it comes through my desk. The biggest thing for us is, following Kenny's, guidance. We wanted to create a diverse calendar. We didn't want to focus on a simple, genre of events, and we wanted to kind of spread the wealth. So we wanted sporting events. We wanted, shopping, marketing events. We wanted, different types of things to bring in those people to come to the community. We wanted them to be able to come in, spend the money at the local stores and restaurants. In order to do that, we had to open ourselves up. And by doing so, we had to make sure any available date we had, we book it. And so if you're looking at, from the finance report, the days versus event days, we booking every day, multiple events a day. We're trying to make Lamar Dixon what it was built to be. They had a vision when they built Lamar Dixon, and it is our job to bring that to fruition. And that's kind of our goal, is to keep bringing events in and making sure that not only the local public gets a chance to, partake in all the events, but we want to bring people from outside communities into Ascension Parish.
Now, a lot of the events that come to Lamar Dixon, in fact, nearly all of them, they are private events that somebody else is bringing, and they're using your facilities. So really, they're the ones who are responsible for the marketing and the advertising, but you do a lot of outreach on your own. What are some of the ways that you put it out there? How can people find out what's going on at Lamar Dixon?
So you can go to our website, lamardixonexpocenter.com. We have all of our calendar events. We try to stay as up to date as possible on future events. We go a few months out, because of the chances of events coming and going, due to certain situations, an event may cancel due to, losing of an artist or, funding issues or something like that. So we try to be as current as we can with contracted events, and it's only public events that we post on our website. So if it's a private party, I'm not going to post those types of events because it's not open to the general public. Also on our Facebook page, Lamar Dixon's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter accounts, I try to push the events as they come. As we get closer to the event, I'll do an added push to give them more visibility. Also, we have partnerships with certain media outlets that we can give them an opportunity to purchase media on their own at a great rate to try and push their event and boost, sales or attendance to those local events. It's something that we're offering that they weren't used to getting before, and it helps, get the public's knowledge on what events we have coming in.
Now, you just mentioned that sometimes you have an event that's signed up, and for whatever reason it falls through. But can you tell everybody maybe some of the big things that are coming up that they want to know about?
Oh, in the near future, we have a Cruising the Coast car show. Is a large car show that travels the Gulf Coast area. It will be in August. All of the information is available on our website and Facebook page. In September, of course, we have the Ascension Hot Air Balloon Festival.
So the Balloon Festival continues. It took a little hiatus last year because of the flood, but what can we expect from that? What's the date?
So the dates are September 22nd and 23rd. We will be open from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Friday the 22nd. We will be open from noon to 10 p.m. on Saturday the 23rd. We have the carnival rides. We have food vendors. We have a kids zone that they can, enjoy a petting zoo, a live magician. They'll be able to, have coloring stations along with other vendors that we have that are going to promote local products that are going to be available. We're trying to expand a little more into, broadening what we have to offer in Ascension Parish. The Balloon Festival is now welcoming in the Jambalaya Festival to come and sell jambalaya at the event. And, they're going to have a little footprint in the Balloon Festival to kind of draw everything Ascension Parish together. We have some great bands lined up as well for the 2 days.
Can you mention any? Who's coming?
So what we have on Friday night, we will have Parish County Line, who is an up-and-coming local act that is getting a lot of airplay right now. We have After 8. They are a cover band, but they perform at large venues. On Saturday, we have the Rick Weber Blues Band that's going to open us up on Saturday, followed by Sarah Collins, another local artist that is getting some airplay on the country market, and we're going to close it out with Chase Tyler.
This is great. This is going to be terrific. So they've got great music they can listen to, and then the balloons will be out there right at dusk. The balloons will be doing their glow. You're doing the tethered rides. You've got the carnival rides. There's something for everyone there. I really like the fact that you're teaming up with the Jambalaya Festival, because just like you talked about, you put your team together, and working together as a team, you get it going. We're not competing festivals. They're just two separate festivals, and when you work together, you only help each other, right?
We're both parish. We want to make sure that we're promoting everything in the parish as well. It is a festival that we're trying to bring in outside of the parish to come to enjoy Ascension Parish, but we also want to, promote everything that's already here. It's something that is a long-standing event. It is very popular for the community. Why not incorporate them into the Balloon Festival? It was an easy decision for me.
I would think so. That would be a very easy decision for you all to make. So the Balloon Festival coming up in September, is there something else that we can talk about now that maybe you want to mention?
We have our major music festival that is scheduled in early October. Stay tuned for some more information.
We don't want to let the cat out of the bag.
We're not going to let the cat out of the bag. I'll tell you this, that will be the largest headlined concert in the history of Ascension Parish, hands down, and probably the capital region, and that includes Superfest. This is going to be a very large A-class caliber concert.
So we want to encourage everybody to keep your eye on the Lamar Dixon website, keep your eye on the Facebook page. We also promote Lamar Dixon on the Parish website, the Parish Facebook page. I know Ascension Tourism promotes you all as well. So just make sure everybody pay attention to what's going on, because you're not going to want to miss some of these great concerts.
Big things are coming, trust us.
And you've had a lot of concerts out there already.
We
so
have.
Right now you're getting more and more experienced in having big draw concerts.
We have. We've had some smaller shows. We did Joe Diffie and Clay Walker. We've done Loverboy here recently. That
you had several thousand people at the
4,000 plus people shows up for
Loverboy concert.
Yeah, that was a tremendous show for us. But this is. The larger show is going to be outside. It's going to be where the Balloon Festival is held. The ground's there. It's going to be more of a true music festival. It's manifested for 30 to 40,000 people, and that's what we're expecting.
And when you talk about now the grounds, let's move into something else. There's so much to talk about at Lamar Dixon. There has been a great deal of work on this multi-use sports facility in the grounds in the back. Let's talk.
It has, and wow, what a tremendous asset that's going to be for the parish and tourism. A lot of times you hear soccer fields, and maybe to me, a soccer field looks a lot like a football field. It looks a lot like a rugby field. It looks a lot like lacrosse, or it look to somebody else.
For the benefit of our television manager, extreme frisbee.
Extreme frisbee, absolutely. Those fields look a lot like those surfaces as well to us, and we're definitely not blinded to only one sport when we're booking that complex. But bringing in those hotel nights and bringing in those teams from out of town to experience Ascension Parish, we're really excited about that.
I was out there yesterday. We were looking at that, and this is state-of-the-art stuff. I mean, it's tournament base fields that are out there, which means it's got 6 inches of sand, and it's got an irrigation system that is built in beneath it. So supposedly,
this is state-of-the-art.
After a big, heavy rainstorm, within a half hour, you can be out on the fields playing.
It is. It was a great design, great finish. It's going to be, it's a world-class playing surface.
It makes us as a marketable location for large-scale tournaments, not just state tournaments, but regional tournaments. You know, that's what we wanted to have. With these fields, we're able to kind of branch out and reach out to some of these organizations to bring larger scale events, which will bring more hotel rooms, and the economic impact is going to be very important.
So in addition to the multi-use fields that are back there, you still have the big grounds where the balloon festival was had. You had the lake back there, which has the walking trail and fishing or like that. I think they train hunting dogs back there too.
We do.
Sometimes. I think that's great. We stock the ponds every year. You're also booking the gym now for the first time. The Ascension Gym, recently completely renovated, beautiful facility.
We are, and what we recognized there was an opportunity to experience a little bit more success with Lamar Dixon. Two things you can't add in this industry is you can't add days to the year. There's 365 and that's it. And then the other thing is you can't put up more buildings every day. And so the fact is, the fuller we get, the more space we need. And with the gym, we took the recreation calendar and we laid it down and we looked at some available dates there. And then those available dates we started filling with consumer shows, with family shows, with sporting events, opportunities to make a little bit more revenue for recreation and for Lamar Dixon to not have to lose an event, not have to tell them, hey, we're full.
Certainly, and the gym has a certain square footage, and if that's not big enough for you, then the Trade Mart has square footage, and if that's not big enough, then you've got the 4-H building.
Absolutely.
So you've got the facilities out there to accommodate almost anything.
Absolutely, we do. We have an opportunity to do anything.
One thing that was very popular during or very highly used during the flood was the RV park. That RV park's still out there.
Absolutely.
How many RVs can you accommodate?
Right at 300 RVs. Full hookup, water, sewer, electrical, Wi-Fi. I mean, every accommodation you can imagine, we have it. Hard surface, easy in and out. It's a great revenue stream for the parish, great revenue stream for Lamar Dixon, and people enjoy it daily. We have, I think we're sitting right now with around 170 occupancy.
We're 195 occupancy currently. We are, steadily in and out with, plant workers. Anytime there's a turnaround, we'll get a large influx of stays, and then when that turnaround is finished, the new group will come in. So it stays full. When we get large events, we're completely to capacity, but there's always room for people to come out.
So guys, what's next? You've been pretty busy. You've had a pretty industrious year since you've been there. Everything notwithstanding, what's your next big act?
I think the next thing is just moving into more of the festivals. We want to get large-scale, A-class, A-caliber music festivals at Lamar Dixon. We want to bring in events in excess of 30,000 people on a regular basis. We fill the calendar. The calendar is strong, it's diverse. We want to make it bigger. And when I mean bigger is we want larger events, maybe a larger reach. Right now, everything is local, state, regional. We're looking at some festivals that are global, some festivals that are more national. And that's where we want to go. We want to bring in more tourism, more out-of-state tourism, not just out of Ascension tourism.
Right, and Jazz is the man to see for all of that.
He is.
And I've worked with Jazz on a few things, and you've been a pleasure to work with, I must say, Jazz will help you through the process.
He will, and Jazz he's not new to this game. I mean, he has been in the biggest arenas in our state, and he has seen success with shows of over 100,000 people regularly. And if you need it, I don't care if it's a wedding reception or if it's a rock show for 60,000 people. I promise you're not going to say anything that he can't help you with and he hasn't heard and he can do. So yeah, if you're looking to buy a show, if you're looking to bring in a show, if you're looking to book anything, come down, see Jazz, call him up. He'll be more than happy to take care of you. And
we don't want to scare away the local people because we want to book big events. We want to have diverse, family-friendly, something for everybody, but we still will host family crawfish balls, church picnics. You still got the chapel.
Just save me a chair.
You can get married at Lamar Dixon. You can have your wedding reception at Lamar
You can have your baby shower there.
You can have your fundraiser, your 50th birthday.
Your retirement party. We'll just follow your whole life at Lamar.
I can tell you, there's no event that we turn down. Trust me.
So there really is something for everyone.
There's
at
something
Lamar
for everyone.
Dixon. Anything else you wanna leave everyone with, Kyle? I mean, you've done such a great job, and I'm really proud that President Matassa brought you in. The two of you had the same vision when he said, "This is what I want to accomplish." You said, "Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to do as well." So.
That's it. That's it. No, we have had just such a blast bringing world caliber shows to this community, and this community is, I mean, it's got a spot in my heart for sure, and we're just so eager, and the best is yet to come.
And so the crown jewel of Ascension Parish, Lamar Dixon Expo Center, has a great new life. It is fulfilling its destiny, and it is finally coming to its full fruition, and it's thanks to you two gentlemen, the team that you have assembled, and the support you're getting from a parish administration.
I definitely want to thank our staff. It's not just Kyle and I. I mean, we are the faces of what we're doing, but without our staff, the things would not be getting done that they are getting done. And it's a great accomplishment for all those, our full-timers and part-timers, to work alike together to make all this happen. There's a lot that goes into putting on an event, and we wouldn't be where we are right now without them. So I definitely want to give them a nod, because they're very influential and essential to our success.
And they're the frontline people too. When the event comes around, these are the people that help to make it a success. You bring it in, but they're there on the front lines making it happen.
That's right. Jazz hooks them and they cook them.
That's the idea. That's the idea.
Well, I think we're going to have to leave it at that. I can't beat that line. That's great. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Kyle Rogers. Thank you, Jazz Traylor, for being here, telling us all about Lamar Dixon. You want to know more about Lamar Dixon, go to lamardixonexpocenter.com, or better yet, drive out to St. Landry Road in Gonzales and experience Lamar Dixon for yourself. Thank you so much for joining us for this month's Departmental Profiles.